Hello. Oh, there's something truly magical about having a choice. Right? A choice to be caught up in the judgment or not. A choice to be caught up in being upset or not. A choice to blame all of you for my anger or not. It really means we no longer are a victim, because we're making a choice to empower ourselves by actually realizing that my peace, my contentment, my joy lies within me, which also means that by letting go of the old habits of thinking, I can live in this beautiful world, in this beautiful contentment right now. Actually alive and passionate for what is in my life right now rather than judging it or wishing for something else. By starting to see what the mind is, we really get to see how the projections of thinking hurt us. As much as we might think we're happy or think we're living a good life, the source of our happiness is not outside of ourselves. The source of our happiness is within. Our mental state of being is very important, and we get to see what we're thinking about and what we're listening to and what we're believing by starting to investigate what a mind is, what the thoughts are. Meditation helps you to see that. Actually, any tool that allows you to be present. And you might call it something else. It might not be called meditation. It might be called, I don't know, mindfulness or something else. Tools to allow you to see the mind and become present. And you go a little bit further. You start to see what these thoughts or ideas are and that you have a choice to change. So here we go. You are consumed by the idea that the world's not safe. And so just walking out the door is really hard. And then you are really concerned all day that something's going to go wrong. Then life happens and nothing goes wrong. So all of that worry was actually a waste of time. Some people might say, wow, you've got to prepare yourself. Well, I get that, but to live in fear rather than just to live, that becomes our choice. And I know what I would prefer. I would prefer to just live and be present to what is and to acknowledge what is than to project and predict bad scenarios that might never come true. My philosophy, I guess, my desire is just to be happy. My desire is just to be happy, enjoying what is right now, forever. And so you get to see then what's the source of unhappiness. What's the opposite to my desire? If the source of unhappiness is the projections of fear in the future, well, then I have a choice to stop that. That's my choice. And then I can choose to, with contentment, be present and enjoy what is. What I love about what I've chosen to do and what I've practiced with seeing my mind and choosing not to listen to those thoughts, I've broken very basic or fundamental behavior patterns. Anyone can do it, but over a course of our lifetime, it's very common that we pick up patterning of comparison, either self-worth or feeling not good enough. Comparing ourselves and then kind of like pushing our way in to get love or to get attention. In social situations, there's all kinds of dynamics going on. So these patterns play out. And for a lot of us have been playing out since childhood and just being reinstated over and over again. So it's not like we have millions and millions of patterns. We have the same patterns playing out that most people in the world have. And what I've managed to do, what this style of meditation does, is allows us to see these patterns and to transcend them. Now, it's not hard. It just takes practice. And when you see that you can transcend these patterns, that they're not real, that it's just a choice to think them and you're choosing not to think them, what's left? if your mind's not consumed and filled up with all the chatter of all those thoughts, what's here when you're simply present? Do you know? Because most people on the earth don't have a quiet mind. They have a busy mind. Most adults think like 90,000 thoughts a day or 120,000 thoughts, like a lot. And so this chatter is happening constantly. What is happening when you're not thinking? Is it even possible for you not to think? Thinking is not your true nature. It's a habit. That was mind-blowing to me because I've met many people in the last 20 years that have only just started to discover that they have a choice not to think. And when you become present, you realize that all of those thoughts and those ideas and those concepts and those patterns are not your reality. What is your reality? Your ability to be present and enjoy this moment, to witness this moment, to be present to what is in this moment, to come from this experience of connectedness, not of separation, to actually be without judgment to who you are being and who everyone else is being. So there's no, so the idea of, like I said, the comparison and groups of being a failure or being better than or not, that just goes. It just goes away. It doesn't even exist. I don't think that. I don't have comparison issues. And it's amazing because I then can clearly see it playing out in other people because almost everybody in the world went through that process as they grew up. And it's so freeing to not have it. So I'm not saying I'm better than anyone else. I'm just saying that there's a tool to actually see the mind and see what we're all buying into and then change it and live differently. And from living from this present moment, life takes on a whole different flavor. It's amazing. It's divine. It's presence. It's awareness. It's connectedness. It's unity. It's real.